For one thing is, I'm glad my dad's going to prison for the rest of his life from him beating us and raping my sister. Next thing is, I hope my mom's rots in prison too.
That is the courageous daughter who tipped off cops saying her dad was raping another one of his daughters. This is a stomach-churning horror story. Danial Rinehart, now nicknamed the Monster of Missouri, is charged with raping his own teenage daughter over a period of 6 years and then murdering one of the 4 babies he fathered with her. He was arraigned last week, and now his own relatives are speaking out. As you just heard, I am joined again by well-known clinical psychologist and sex therapist, Dr. Judy Kuriansky, and we need a sex therapist for this. We need a therapist. We need a shrink to try to understand the incomprehensible that this man allegedly began raping his daughter at 13. She had 4 children by him, and he is charged now of killing one. One died in childbirth, and there's an investigation into what happened to another dead child. And there's a 3-year-old that is the result of this sick union that is now, thank God, in protective custody. Your thoughts?
Well, there's a lot of victims here, Jane. There's the daughters, all 4 of those daughters, the one who was incested by her father and fathered those children, who lost, by the way, some of her children. How traumatic is that they died in childbirth? The daughters who are speaking out now, who were terrified to do so before, and all those years kept quiet. And the worst of all the victims is this 3-year-old little boy in protective custody, as you said, who one day is going to know the truth about his parents and the fact that he was, in fact, fathered by this horrendous monster who incested his mother, who was the daughter. So that is the tragedy of all of this. And I must say also that while we think of this man as living in a trailer park, I have to say that incest perpetrators come from all levels of society.
Wow, it's just incomprehensible, and the mother's alleged role is also just mind-blowing in its creepiness. According to authorities, she's charged with 1 count of child endangerment. That's it. But according to reports, she assisted in the delivery and instructed the father how to deliver the children that were born to this child, her own daughter.
Yeah, it sounds horrific. I have to say that there are 3 different types of mothers in the father-daughter incest like this. Some mothers are clueless. They have no idea what's going on, like, by the way, like the grandmother who said she had no idea that this was going on, or that her granddaughter was pregnant. Then there are those mothers who deny, who have suspicions of what's going on, but pretend it's not. And then there are the group of mothers who collude, like this woman does. I know it's very hard for viewers to realize that this goes on, but it does. Some of these women have very distorted childhoods themselves who have been abused, which is no excuse, but it's the truth. Others of them are so turned off by sex, by the way, with the man, that they're happy, in a sense, in this very distorted way, dysfunctionally, for the daughter to be taking on this role.
We could talk about this all night. We've got to go, Dr. Judy, but we're going to stay on top of this. We're going to be back with more on the Travolta scandal in just a moment. This is another shocker.